Welcome everyone, Jay Smith here. Welcome to the AskGolfNut channel and welcome to episode 8 of From Stats to Strokes, the series which I've designed to try and make statistics and percentage shots and understanding what you should do on the golf course, what is the best play, etc. a little bit more exciting by doing a giveaway rather than just talking about it, because a lot of people find it boring. So yeah, I've collaborated with 11 Golf and Sub 70. So the winner of the From Stats to Strokes round 1, season 1, will have a, well, more than a chance they'll win a free custom fit set of irons from either Sub 70 or 11 Golf. That's the whole idea. And so if you watch throughout the whole series, we're on hole 8 now. Obviously hole 18 and such will be the end. However, we are doing some form of staple for scoring. So there is a possibility that someone might win before the end of the 18 holes. But there you go. So I'll do the leaderboard in a little bit anyway. So, right, should we just jump straight into the question? So the chat section is live. Now, obviously, this is the question side. So once I pop the question along on the screen, it's going to be very tempting for people to pop in answers. Absolutely fine. If you want to pop in answers, pop in questions, no problem. If you're going to pop in answers, though, can I ask you to duplicate them in the comment section of this video when the live finishes, because this is a live stream, so because it's a lot easier for me to do the editing as such, or the lack of editing, because YouTube kind of does it for me. All I've got to do is do the production here beforehand. So there you go. So right, I'll let's get started. Let's get the question going. There we go. It's all about bunkers this time. So last Monday I asked my members, Perimeter all understood. You can see that I haven't flicked over yet, no worries. I asked my members what they wanted for the questions, and so I do a members live stream every Monday at around about 7 o'clock UK time, and where we chat about all the different things behind the scenes that's been going on AskGolfNut channel, and all many different things as well. And so yeah, it's putting was the first one, and then it was going to be bunkers today. So tomorrow, though, for the people that are watching, very, very quickly, is it tomorrow? It is tomorrow. Monday, the first Monday of every month is an open all access live stream. I will be doing a live stream tomorrow around about 7 o'clock UK time, 7 PM UK time, where it's a just general open free-for-all for everybody to get involved, every subscriber, everyone new to the channel, doesn't matter, jump on. And it's the Monday night clubhouse where we are just going to, answer your questions, whatever you want to ask. Right, let's go get on with this first question. It's about bunkers. Ready? Here we go. Question 1. It's a two-parter again. What is the green hit percentage? So would you hit the green? How many times you hit the green? You kind of get the idea. Percentage for a 15 handicap golfer from a 15-yard bunker shot. So I'm setting out the land here. Ready? You're 15 yards away in a bunker, and you're a 15 handicap golfer. There you go. What is the percentage green hit out of all your shots? Let's say you do 100. I know they're all going to be different situations, with some bunkers have big lips, some bunkers are going to have smaller, some bunkers are going to have loads of sand in them, some bunkers are going to have hardly any sand in them. There are going to be so many permutations, this I understand, but this is captured from ARCOS data. I have captured this from ARCOS, and the chances are, I'll be open and honest, guys, there was some conjecture over the last question about putting, because I did use shot scope database as such, and because there are some disparities in the difference between shot scope and ARCOS, again, people are, okay, so I'm going to use ARCOS from now on. I'm not going to use shot scope because of the fact that there is a potential that there might be a discrepancy, and if there's a discrepancy, that's not fair, and yeah, so ARCOS from now on. It will be ARCOS from now on. No one, so 15 yards away in a bunker, you're a 15 handicap. What is the percentage chance of you hitting the green? 100 shots, how many times on average do you hit the green? So the answer that I will need from you guys for part 1 and for part, well, we'll do on part 2 is we don't know what the end bit is, but part 1 would be whatever percent. So 2%, 100%, won't be 100%, won't be 2% either, but you kind of get the idea. Whatever number with a percent, how many percent, you get it. Cool, no worries. Let's go straight on for question 2. still in that stupid bunker from 15 yards away. What is the average distance to pin by a 15 handicap golfer from a 15-yard bunker shot? What is the average distance to pin by a 15 handicap golfer from a 15-yard bunker shot? So you're in the same 15-yard bunker. You still haven't got out. But when you do, what is what is your average distance from the pin? There you go. So you're in the 15-yard bunker shot, 15 handicapper. What is the average distance to the pin from your shot? Hopefully that is nice and simple. And the second one, we can either do in yards or feet. I will prefer feet. It's easy to do the yards because I can, if you just go, I think it's 400 yards. It's not 400 yards. No, it's not. But if you say it's 400 yards, it's not. 1,200 feet, because you basically just times by 3. And so that's what I'll be doing. So by all means, answer the top one in percentage, answer the second one in feet or yards or inches if you want. Just divide it by 12, but you kind of get the point. I'm doing whole numbers here. I am not worrying about like point something. It will be whole numbers. So in feet, preferably, or yards, or inches. If I can do the conversion, don't worry, but preferably feet. What is the average distance to the pin by a 15 handicap golfer from a 15-yard bunker shot? So it's all bunkers today. Bunkers is somewhere that you can either win or lose. Most golfers lose out of bunkers because they're frightened of them. They do not like the bunkers whatsoever. I'll tell you what, I'll just pop it up on off of here because Perry just popped on something on the chat. You haven't seen one of the blokes I play with, Jay. He'd be happy with 400 yards. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, his skill set definitely not is bunkers. The problem is, if there is a reason, I don't mind bunkers at all. I don't bother. Bunkers are fine. Sometimes I would rather take. When you miss the green, I'd much rather sometimes take a bunker shot than anything around rough around the green, because more often than not, when you look at all the conditions in the rough against all the different conditions you get in bunker, namely obviously moisture level of the sand. Sometimes you have wet sand, sometimes you have dry sand, sometimes you have really like thick lots of it, and sometimes you have none of it. The whole idea is you have variation in every single shot that you do, but in rough terms, in just missing the green and hitting from the rough, there are so many permutations that you have to take into account, which are going to affect what golf club you need to use, how hard you need to hit it, how you're going to hit it, what technique you're going to use. There are so many other issues when it comes to missing the green with rough than there is for me personally in a bunker. So I'd much rather be in a bunker than necessarily in an, if I know the conditions, okay, if I know the conditions and I'm missing the green, okay, I'll take the rough as long as I know the conditions. But there's a lot of times when the grass is grown different ways, you get different patches of grass, there's no grass and it sits in between like a bare patch. All of these different things just make it difficult. And so I personally, get me in a bunker. If I'm out with a 3-wood and I'm going for a green, say 250 to 270 away, whatever it'd be, and I'm banging a 3-wood down there, bunker me up. I don't care. Yes, I'm aiming for the green, of course, but any bunker, I am loving it. Well, obviously, as long as it's not a fairway wood bunker, because obviously, or a fairway bunker, that means I haven't hit it very far. But you know what I mean? It's any greenside bunker, yes. But you put that now into an amateur's hands, and any amateur's hands, and it is quite interesting how close you get to. There we go, Brian Anderson, hello, thank you very much for subscribing. Brian is one of very few people that actually have the notifications when it comes to their, there's a setting inside your YouTube settings that some people untick and some people keep it ticked, as a fact that let other people see visually your subscriptions. So you can just go on anyone's channel as such. Everyone's got a channel or a handle as such, a YouTube handle, and you can see if they're subscribing to other people or who they subscribe to. And a lot of people don't. So of course, the subscribers which come along and the people that do just pop up on there. There you go, just in case you wondered what that was. But yeah, so when it comes to the amateur golfer, and it is surprising how close they get to scratch before they really get to grips with bunkers. And it is quite funny how you can put a large array of different... You can put a huge array of different handicap golfers together in a bunker, as long as the bunker's big enough, and it's very, very difficult to tell what their handicap is. And again, that is well known. That is commonly known. Every coach, I think, has seen and would agree with what I've just said. There are in bunker. See, it's different when you're talking putting. Yes, you can tell the difference. Driving, yes, you can tell the difference. Generally speaking, this is all general speaking. Iron play, yes. Bunker play, no. It's amazing how low you have to get in the handicap before golfers really, truly do what they need to do to understand bunker play. So there you go. I will pop the 2 questions up on the screen. There we go. I'll whack it up there. And part 1, what is the green percentage hit for a 15 handicap golfer from a 15-yard bunker shot? A 15-yard bunker shot, guys, is not far. It really is not far. So it's not far. 15 yards is not far whatsoever. Perry's popped something on the chat. And part 2, what is the average distance to the pin by a 15-yard, by a 15 handicap golfer from that 15-yard bunker shot? What is the average distance to the pin by a 15 handicap golfer from a 15-yard bunker shot? Lots of 15s, but they're all 15-yard bunker shots and all hit by 15 handicap golfers. That is the whole idea of that. So first one in percentage, so obviously there's going to be between 0 and 100%, but if you feel the answer is 228%, of which it's not, then you write 228 and a percentage sign. Nice and easy. And then obviously part 2, this one is measured in feet, but again, I will happily take yards and also inches, because I can do the conversion, but it's a lot easier for me if you do it in feet, because I'm literally then just copying it across rather than having to go, oh, okay, he's written that. Okay, divide by 12. Okay, on that one. Okay, then he's done on that one. Oh yeah, I've got to times that by. You kind of get the idea. Yeah, it's not what I want. So first one in percent, next one in feet. Job done. Cool. So just a couple on the chat. Perry said something, and also Don is in the house as well. Hello, Don. Perry says, clubs need better bunker practice facilities and some don't have any. This is true. That is very, very true. So the course which I'm attached to, I'm a member of, that for golf course, has it's quite a really, actually, I'll be honest, it's got a very, very good practice area. It's got some nice putting greens. It's got some nice practice facilities, but generally you'll always see people on driving ranges. You will see people putt, and you'll definitely see people in the nets before they go play. They'll not a full-on version car park golf. They'll get in the car park and go play golf. They'll get in the car park, they get their clubs out, and they will hit a few shots before they go play golf. A few swings in the nets, and they might, and bearing in mind that the putting green, the practice putting green, is right next to the first tee, they might hit a few putts, and then they're straight off. But you will never see them in bunkers and stuff like that. And generally speaking, yes, you're right. The courses could do with getting much better practice facilities, but it very much so is tied in with finance. It's tied in with how much use they're going to get from that, how much call there is from the committee and the members and all stuff like that. So it is a bit more, yeah, cloak and dagger, unfortunately. Don says, I had one today. I'm hoping that means a bunker shot. In a hard, wet bunker, 6 yards to the flag. So, Don, how did you get on? Just in case, I'm not quite sure how long it takes. What's the delay in between me saying something and someone being able to answer back? But you'll be able to see if Don pops back an answer. So, yes, we have 5 points available for every single question posed. Obviously, we are on hole 8, which means we've had 7 already. So 7 times 5 is 35. There you go. And I will, so when Don says in a hard wet bunker 6 yards to the flag, was he saying the bunker is 6 yards away from the flag, or did he say he ended up 6 yards away from the flag? 6 yards to the flag was the result from the 15-yard shot. Okay, fair enough. Well, in that case then, depending on what your handicap is, obviously that's either really good or really bad. I'm not going to say, because obviously that would lead someone to infer a certain thing. But right, let's go quickly have a look at the leaderboard. As always, I'm halfway through it as it's scrolling through. Yeah, always does that. Blooming thing. Right, so we're basically waiting for that thing to scroll through, and it will do. I'm just changing the dimensions of the box so it just fills up a bit better. There we go. And so the people that you see at the moment, the interesting thing you see at the moment, obviously these people here are generally speaking people that have only ever input for one round, one episode as such. But you can see here the likes of Ice Tray at 33 points, William, Niels, Wasteland, Peter, Ian, A Special K, Aaron, Francois, User, John, all these people have been for multiple rounds. The whole idea of this, the cheat as such to get rip up the leaderboard really very quickly is just to get involved with with all of them. So as long as you get involved with all of them, it doesn't really matter. Well, it does really matter obviously how well you do, but effectively if someone comes in and scores 5 points from never playing, you've gone from 100 and whatever to tied 40 something. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't take long to rocket up the leaderboard. Also for people that are already on there, like Ice Tray, William, Niels, Wasteland, Pete, Major, Ian's, A Special K, Aaron, all those guys there on 26 points, 25 points, 24, 23. Even Ice Tray 2468 on 33 points. If he does not keep an eye on what's going on here, he will easily, absolutely relinquish his lead, and really quickly. That's the great thing about having 5 points up for grabs. It goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is obviously banded, so you don't have to get spot on to get 5. Well, you do have to get spot within reason spot on to get 5 points. But then if you don't quite bang on, you don't just go down to 1. You go to 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, like there is set with scoring anyway. So it's all that kind of idea. So just trying to give as many opportunities for people as possible to get up that leaderboard and make it as fun as possible. Because really, anyone in the top at the moment, even within 15 points of that, which is kind of like now, like properly in with a chance, and it doesn't take much. We're only on 33 points as the leader, so, and we're hole 8, so we've still got a while to go. I did say that there's a potential for it to finish before hole 18, because obviously it's a case if someone is 6 points ahead come the end of hole 17, you can't get that 6 points by hole 18, so they've won, and that's the whole idea. However, at the moment, it's only 3 points in it, and there is a bucket ton of people behind there waiting. You've got 30 points, 29, 29, 28, 26, 26, 26, 26, 20, 25, 25, 25. So yeah, doesn't take long at all. Right. There you go. Right, okay, so everyone's got that. What I'll do is I'll get that one off there. What have we got any more? No, just Don saying about his Garmin's that I play solo most of the time. Okay, I will just put the question back up there just before we finish. Right, so it's a very quick live stream. I don't want to go on for obviously very long whatsoever. But the people that don't already know, I've got a live stream tomorrow night, evening, 7 PM UK time. It's an open all access live stream, so by all means, guys, feel free to jump on if you want to ask me any questions, anything to do about equipment, anything to do about say shafts or clubs or technical this or technical that, anything to do with launch monitors, anything to do with lessons and coaching and different angles and whatever it would be. Anything that you have got any question over, I'll take any questions. Doesn't even have to be about golf. It can be a bit of fun talking about something random and different. I always like to learn new things. There you go. So I think unless anyone on the chat is going to say anything else, which I don't think there's anything else on the chat, I will bid everyone farewell. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. It's appreciated. What you got to make sure to do when it comes to these is you have to like these videos. You have to be a subscriber of the channel. That's kind of a given. But you also have to follow Sub 70 and 11 Golf on their Instagram and their Facebook, which yeah, Instagram and Facebook, and that's it. And that's all you got to do. And then once you've done that, you just keep on getting involved, keep on, yeah. Oh, if you could do me a favor as well, every single person who's watching a video of mine going forward, if you can like it, all the long format videos, the normal videos, just like them, because YouTube loves it. In their algorithm, they love it. And of course, as soon as lots and lots of people get engaged, either via likes and also commenting, obviously comment below as best you can do. And then I try to reply to literally as many as I can, and it just bumps up everything up the list. YouTube algorithm finds it wonderful when you do that. So I appreciate if you could like and comment as much as you possibly can. So thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. 2 days, possibly 2-3 days before I will, because it's Sunday, Monday, possibly Tuesday. So you've got 2 days, possibly 3, but definitely 2 to get your answer in. Yeah. So part 1, part 2, one's in percent, one's in feet, inches or yards, but prefer it in feet. Right, guys, thanks very much for watching. I will see you all soon, hopefully tomorrow in the live stream. And if you haven't watched it already, I've released a video today about the Mizuno Pro 245 against the JPX 923 Forged, if you were thinking about looking at those 2 golf clubs for a comparison. So, hope you're well, guys, and we'll see you all again very soon.